Sure, sure, yeah.
Oh, and look at me. Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, cool. Yeah, my name is Thais Hernandez. I am the class of 2010, and I studied international relations, and I graduated with honors in Latin American studies. And while I was at Stanford, I was heavily involved in the Latino community. My senior year, I was an ethnic theme associate in Casa Zapata. I also worked at the Center for Latin American Studies, somewhat similar, somewhat related. And, help me out here, Quats.
I mean, any other codes. And I mean, that's enough already.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, that's good, that's good.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so just to begin with the questions, what was your first impression of El Centro Chicano or interaction with El Centro Chicano?
Okay. My first, let me think of my first interaction. Okay, I know you're going to edit this out, so I'm going to ask you a question. I hope that's cool. This should definitely be positive, huh? Because, yeah. Because,
I mean, also, I mean, if you think that.
No, I think it's great, definitely now. But
no, I mean, no, in the sense that, like, dude, if you think it's, in the sense that, like, there's, like, a caveat. Like, if, you know, at first I thought, like, the center, or maybe there's a.
Okay. Yeah, alright.
Like,
okay. Oh, God. Okay, My introduction to El Centro actually came from doing the LEAD program, the Leading Through Education, Activism, and Diversity program, in which students were selected from all 4 community centers. They came together to work on several projects that had to do with public service and integrated activism and involvement in the university community. And I felt right away, I applied actually through El Centro Chicano, and I actually didn't have very much involvement with El Centro before then. But right away I felt absolutely welcome. Actually, my initial reaction of El Centro was that it tended to cater toward Mexican American students, and I'm not Mexican American. So at first I felt like there was no space for me here at Centro. But after I decided to apply to the LEAD program through Centro, I found out that I was completely mistaken. This was just an idea that I think I made up in my mind because because they were absolutely welcome. I felt absolutely welcome, and as like part of the family. And yeah, I think that's it. I think that's good. All right.
So, maybe how did El Centro events impact your experience of your own culture? So, for example, some students come in with vaguely knowing about their own culture's events. So, like, for example, I don't know, like, you get the idea. Like, whereas other, some students find their roots in college, while some are very well rooted in, like, the traditions of their own culture. So how did El Centro maybe add, or how did it add to your experience, to the experience of your own culture?
Yeah. Being involved with Centro and Casa Zapata and those 2 entities helped me realize the importance of connecting with my own Cuban culture, Cuban American culture. And it's something that I hadn't prioritized for many years. And when I came here to Stanford, and specifically to Centro, I met a lot of people that were excited about their own culture and discovering their own culture and their history. And seeing people like that made me realize that this is something that I absolutely have not been prioritizing, and that I would like to learn more about, just for my own personal growth. Thank you. For my own personal development. And there's something else I wanted to say. Dang it, man, this is tough.
If it comes back to you.
Yeah, this is hard. Okay, I'll say it and you'll put it together.
Yeah.
My own personal development. Because that's not that important, you know what I mean? Like, like my personal development is important for me, but like how does that give
outlook
to
on life, or like perspectives, your interactions with other people?
Okay, I remember what I was going to say. Okay. That realization of the importance of my culture and emphasizing that helped me. That's not what I want to say. Hold on. Stanford is a place that is very challenging, as we all know. And I think when we look upon our own culture as a support group and as kind of a reminder of why we're here, and that we're here thanks to an entire community. The work of an entire community has come before us that has made it possible to get to this point, to get to such an elite institution such as Stanford. So when I came to Centro and met so many students who were excited about learning about their own culture, that made me reflect on how much I knew about my own culture and more excited about researching and asking questions and finding out more about where I came from.
Right. I guess just kind of as, it's like, I'm going to give you like two questions. You can pick one, you can pick one answer, or they could potentially be related, but how did your experience with El Centro help you to be more successful in your professional career after Stanford, or is there anything else in general that you would like to add?
Okay, sure. Yes, after Stanford, I applied for a Fulbright fellowship, and I ended up receiving the grant. I went to Brazil to do an English teaching assistantship for a year. And while I was there, I got the opportunity to teach my own class. And in my class, I decided to emphasize parts of my own culture that are seldom represented in the media, which means that they're seldom represented to people that are not from the United States. And in the first semester, I decided to teach about Latinos in the United States, as well as African Americans in the United States. But I definitely inserted parts of Chicano history that I learned about particularly while I was in ETA at Casa Zapata.
Is that Erica?
Yeah. Huh?
No, I was like, is that Erica?
Oh, I don't know. I was listening.
No.
I was focusing.
Okay. Yeah. What's your comment?
Is there anything else I'd like to add?
Yeah. Oh no, I was saying.
Okay, good. Okay, good.
Okay,
That's
and
good.
so everybody has been doing. Okay, so there's going to be one segment of the video that's everyone says El Centro Chicano is, and then one word that they believe describes El Centro Chicano to them. So some examples: vibrant, comunidad, familia, empowerment, impactful, relationships, connections. I think that covers all of them. So if there's another word that you believe describes El Centro Chicano, just say, and look into the camera this time. El Centro Chicano is, and then the word.
Okay.
You can think.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say El Centro Chicano is a safe space.
Somebody, or no, they haven't said it, but you can say that.
Okay.
Somebody else is thinking.
Okay. Should that be like a safe space, or like a safe space? You know, how do you say that?
I mean, just like look at the camera and like just. Honestly, it's up to you. You personally.
All right. Let's see what happens. Okay. El Centro Chicano is a safe space.
That's good.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Woo!
Oh, and just wait. Did you send it this thing already?
No, I didn't.